Yo, what's going on guys, Arekkz here, welcome back to another Division video. Yes, that's right, I know it's been a little while since a kind of regular Division video, aside from of course a vendor reset video, and in truth that's partly because there hasn't been a great deal to talk about. However, today that all changed. In the most recent state of the game, we got a date for the next PTS, the PTS for patch 1.6.1, that is the quality update, as well as some information on the next ETF as well. So I thought I'd put together a video telling you guys everything you need to know. So if you do enjoy this, you do find it helpful, then a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below if you have any questions, but let's get started. So first up, PTS. When does it go live? Tomorrow is the answer, April the 20th. PTS for patch 1.6.1 will be live tomorrow. This is, as a reminder, still just for PC. The big PTS for patch 1.7, the kind of big update later on that'll add things like the seasons and some of the other kind of content ideas that they had, that will be a multi-platform PTS for update 1.7, so ideally they want to try and encapsulate Xbox and PS4 in that. However, given that 1.6.1 is a smaller sort of balanced quality update, this one is still just for PC. A bit annoying, yes, I appreciate, but the light is at the end of the tunnel. With 1.7, there will be a chance for console players to get involved. However, for those of you guys that are on PC that do want to check this out, it'll be live tomorrow, ideally around noon, massive time, so that is midday CET. If you guys are in the UK, that'll be 11 AM, and if you guys are anywhere else in the world, then just kind of Google your time conversion. Either way, 12 PM CET is when it should go live. They of course do need to do a last minute check on it in the morning. It should in theory be live now or very soon to preload, so you guys can of course download it in preparation for tomorrow, and if it's not live at the moment, then it'll be live in the morning. But either way, if everything goes to plan and there are no kind of last minute glaring issues, then it should be live tomorrow around midday. So you can jump on, test it out, and start giving your feedback. Now, in case you guys missed the previous state of the game where they spoke about patch 1.6.1, to give you guys a very kind of brief overview, they will be releasing the entire patch notes tomorrow, so I'll probably do a more detailed patch notes video telling you guys all the changes, but for the time being, here are some of the kind of main highlights. First up, 1.6.1 is still listed as a quality update, so a lot of things are sort of, you know, bug fixes, balancing changes, and a few things like that in the background. However, one thing they did add, that is of course new content, are loadouts. So the PTS tomorrow will be the very first chance for us to try out loadouts. I appreciate it's something we've been wanting for a very long time. It's something that probably should have been in the game from the very beginning, but either way, we're finally getting there, and loadouts will be there for us to test out tomorrow. On top of that, there'll also be things like the proficiency marks in Last Stand. This is a new system they want to test out whereby it will reward players for their participation. So of course, if you are someone that kind of joins a team and doesn't do much, but your team wins, then of course you won't get as much. But if you are someone that is basically integral to your team winning, then you'll get proficiency marks, and this will of course result in you getting more rewards. On top of that, they'll also have the new mechanics in Last Stand to prevent spawn camping. There's also going to be the new landmark clearing system in the Dark Zone that'll offer you XP, currency, and loot that will not need to be extracted. So of course there'll be an incentive to work your way around the Dark Zone and clear those landmarks. There'll also be the change to the Airburst Seeker Mine, where they're transferring 20% of the burst damage into the fire damage. The idea is that the Seeker Mine itself will still do the same damage, but instead that damage won't come largely from the initial burst, it'll instead come from the damage over time from the fire. So essentially, provided nobody actually cleanses it, it'll still do the same damage, but if you are someone that has resistances built in or kind of means to cleanse fire, then you can negate some of the initial damage. On top of that, the changes to extended mags. So of course in 1.6.1 they're going to roll at a slightly higher rate. They will roll from 109 to 121% as opposed to where they are right now, but do bear in mind the changes will not be retroactive, so if you have any old existing extended mags, they will not update. On top of that, there'll also be the change to nimble, so they're going to turn this into a heal over time, so the value will still be the same, but instead the heal will be delivered over a kind of 4-second period instead of it being instant. Now of course there are a lot of other changes as well, as mentioned, bug fixes, graphical fixes, balance changes, changes to other kind of skills, anything like that. And for the complete set of details on that, I will let you guys know tomorrow once the patch notes go live, but that is a very kind of quick overview of some of the changes coming. But the main thing is, it's going to be cool to have a chance to test out loadouts, because this is something that a lot of people, especially if you guys are, you know, collecting gear sets left, right, and center these days, then it'll finally be nice to be able to group some of those into loadouts, so you can then swap on the fly. So that is pretty much it for the time being. However, now moving over to speak very quickly about the ETF. So the ETF is still happening. This is of course the one for patch 1.7 for a chance to sort of, you know, give the team some feedback, test some things out, and, you know, try and sort of help them shape it before it goes live in summer. The ETF this time around is going to be happening at Reflections, Ubisoft Reflections, which is in England, so that's where I live. It's up in Newcastle, which isn't a million miles from me, and it should be around the last week of May. They're still trying to fine-tune the dates and decide exactly when they want it to be, but they said they're aiming right now for the end of May. And of course, once they've confirmed the dates, they will then open up the application process. So they said applications could start as early as next week. Of course, once they do have more information on that, I will again let you guys know. But either way, that's pretty much it for the time being. Those are the kind of main things from the state of the game. So PTS 1.6.1 goes live tomorrow, April the 20th, and should be live around 12 PM CET. And the ETF should be happening around the end of May. And again, dates for that will be confirmed very soon. So for the time being, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you guys have any questions, again, let me know down below. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.